They're not going to be able to help the privileged few make profit out of our healthcare system. We are going to keep it for the people of Alberta.
Here at the McDougall Centre, Albertans are rallying for the UCP to end their push for policies that could ultimately end up with more privatization of the healthcare system.
We're not going to let that happen.
People who are right across the province are going to fight back and keep their public healthcare system.
Protect Our Province Alberta points to a list of changes by the UCP, like janitor workers being sourced to private companies and increasing the number of surgeries in private clinics.
With the adoption of virtual care and TELUS Babylon, there does seem to be a shift towards more of a role for profit corporations.
The UCP is giving away hundreds of millions of dollars to private companies to do surgeries, while our system remains unfunded.
Mike Parker, president of the Health Sciences Association of Alberta, says removing former president and CEO of Alberta Health Services, Dr. Verna Yiu, was directly correlated to further privatization.
The future of the public healthcare system in Alberta is dire. And this UCP is hell-bent on getting as much public money into private hands as possible, and removing obstacles seems to be part of the plan.
For the privatize our healthcare system.
NDP MLAs in attendance, MLA and justice critic Irfan Shabir speaking out about Yiu's departure, calling for her to speak publicly.
Call that if there is any non-disclosure, UCP should lift that and let Dr. Yiu speak.
City News reached out to the Minister of Health's office regarding these calls to halt privatization. They said in part, Budget 2022 contains an additional $600 million in healthcare spending and zero elements of privatization. The NDP are attempting to scare Albertans while our government is focused on improving capacity and outcomes in our healthcare system. NDP leader Rachel Notley says these decisions should be left to Albertans.
Put our plan against their plan in the next election and let Albertans decide.
In Calgary, Taylor Braat, City News.